This is DJ with Greenwave Media. Today I just wanted to make a quick video on how to set up the main structure of an HTML document. So if you're making a website from scratch, or if you're using Bootstrap to WordPress, or if you're just making a one-page sales page, then this is how you'll want to set it up. So we'll start by adding the HTML tag. This tells the browser that it's an HTML document. And inside this first tag, we'll want to add the language. So you'll put lang equals en. And by the way, I am using Sublime Text as a text editor. You can really use whichever one, but I do recommend Sublime Text. It's free and really easy to use. So then you'll add the head. This is the information that you'll put. None of it will be seen inside the head except for the title tag, which we will want to add that. The title is what will be shown in the top tab where you can exit out of it or change tabs. This is the text that will be seen there. So just add some text. A demo page. Okay, so inside the head, what we want to put is some meta description, some meta information, and then you want to link things such as your CSS, your font, like if you're using like Font Awesome, you want to use that. In any kind of like Google fonts, you'll want to add that. So we'll start off by doing the meta. You'll add meta, and then the first one we'll use is HTTP equiv equals content type. This is telling the browser what type of content you're using. So then we put content text / HTML. So you're telling the browser that you're using text and HTML. And then charset equals UTF -8. This is standard for most browsers. Almost every single time you're going to want to use that. So then after that, we'll use meta charset equals UTF-8. So then we'll use meta charset UTF-8. I've put it right here. And that just tells the browser what type of web page you're using, which that's standard. So you'll almost every time use that. So then we'll use meta name equals viewport. This is telling how the web page is supposed to be viewed. And then width equals device width. So this is saying that the width of the web page will be determined by the width of the device that it's being used on. So then initial scale equals 1. So this tells the browser that the width of the web page should be equal to the width of the device. So that'll make it easier to make it responsive. Then we'll use meta name equals description. This will add the meta description. So then you put content, and this is what the meta description will be. So put this is a demo website. And then you can also add the author. So then content, say DJ Schofield. So I'm the author. That's not really as important as it used to be because Google says that they don't care about the author and don't use that towards their algorithm anymore, but it can't hurt just to put it. So then we want to do link rel equals icon href equals. So this is going to be adding the favicon. And that will be whatever you save it as. So right here is going to be whatever you save the image as. And then we have our title right here. That's the title of the page. That's very important. So then after that main meta information, and there are a bunch of other things you can put there, but we'll just leave it at that right now. That's the main basic stuff you'll need. So next we will add the CSS. So you'll link your CSS page to your home page or whatever page this is. You'll link the CSS page to it. And this is a much better way to do it instead of putting your CSS in this head or putting it in line. It's better to have a separate page. So you'll just put href and then wherever you have your CSS page at. So like say style CSS, say it's just right, it's in the same folder. And then rel equals style sheet. You have to tell it that it is a style sheet. And that links your CSS page to it. And then you can go to Google's page and go to their Google Fonts, and you can download, it'll give you a link to their different fonts, and then you literally just copy and paste it and put it right there. So this will give you Railway as the font, and then you can have different weights, so 400 and 700, that's regular and bold, and that adds it to your document so you can use it. I'll add a link in the description of how to get this font and where to get it from. It's optional to link your JavaScript in the header, but I would not recommend that. I recommend putting JavaScript below your footer. So say you have your footer down here, footer, and then below that I would put script source equals, say like assets slash JavaScript slash main.javascript. And then, so that would add your script, and you want it below your footer because that means everything else is loaded and then it loads your JavaScript. If you have this up in your header, it'll have to load this before loading everything else, and that'll slow your web page way down. So that's about it just for setting up the main structure of your web page. If you guys have any questions, just leave comments and I'll talk to you in the next video. Thanks.